I know you've explained that it's getting the LSX block and all that stuff. So
yes
it's getting the LSX block, LSX block.
LSX. Eric, can you please give us an update on this car?
Give me 1 second and get this goddamn
Here we
wire.
f***ing go.
Motherfucker!
I try to film you on this goddamn car.
I'm kind of frustrated right now. Need you out of my face.
Every time I try and film you on this car, you're like, nah, not right now.
I have a lot of updates.
I mean, it's every time you film it on anything.
Thank you.
Hold on, you can't see me. Ah!
Can we talk about the ZR1 before you shit yourself?
Let's go.
Tell me where you want me to stand.
You can stand wherever you'd like. Let me look down the lid here real quick.
Got Eric coffee today,
Dang it!
so he's not super angry.
You talking over there?
No, I was just saying I got your coffee this morning.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And that you're in a good mood, so you're going to tell me about the ZR1.
Yeah, I'm ready to tell you.
All right, tell me.
I know. So, I mean, I've got a lot done actually in the past 2 days. Just wrapping up a little. It's all the little stuff that really clutters everything under the hood of this thing, but
This is close to the France old ZR1, correct? Close build?
yeah, I'd say pretty similar. Nicer though,
Obviously.
because it wasn't apart 67 times changing things.
Yeah, France car was the test car.
Now this thing, when we put France car back together with the LSX block, it was good to go.
It was stout.
Shame you didn't get to enjoy it very long.
I like the whole black and...
Yeah, this thing looks sick. I'm like really, really happy with it.
Thing's sick.
Yeah, there he goes. So
Did we add the nitrous, or was there nitrous already on it? According to YouTube, it's NOS. Sorry.
We're waiting on a Botec.
Okay.
So we're not hooking up the nitrous this time around. We're getting it running on the stock ECU, and it will just be on.
I dated. What did he say?
He just talked to text in his phone and said, "God, I love when you talk dirty to me."
It was probably to a guy.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I pretty much need to just wire the meth and run a couple wires for the fuel system, and it's ready to run. I'm waiting on intake. Don't know when that's going to be here. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead. I got it. It's okay. You're all right.
Yeah, you know, she wonders why we don't cooperate, because that gimbal don't last 6 seconds. We can get a sentence out.
Yeah, there's some other little miscellaneous stuff I got to do.
Where are those hoses in the front of the supercharger going to go?
What do you mean going to go? They already go.
That's how they look?
Yeah. That's the same way Fran's looked.
I'm not saying you did it wrong. I'm just saying I don't like, it's just,
How would you do it?
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. That's how.
Okay, so how would you get coolant to the bricks?
I don't know. It just looks so, like,
We're gonna get the bricks.
She said she just wouldn't put these lines in.
Yeah, just, I'm not, I
You
didn't,
just leave them off?
I didn't mean that, twats.
Just do the coolant Wi-Fi?
Yeah, coolant Bluetooth. Get it right.
Bluetooth coolant pump?
I don't know. I don't remember it looking like that, that's all. I'm not saying that you did it wrong. I'm not criticizing your work.
I know I didn't do it wrong. How many ZR1s have you built?
About 2.
Oh, really?
I blew 1 up, so I built 2.
I was about to say, how many have you blown up? Sick.
More than she's built.
Hey, see, this might actually be a 3-person truck here.
Oh, let's go.
There she is.
Hey! Oh my god, because it was one of Eric's eyes. What do you need me to do?
Going blonde top.
I don't know where you
Oh,
want me.
what was that? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to turn the alternator and get some slack in this belt.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what do you need me to do? Nothing, just stand there.
It's a stand there. Oh, yeah.
She on?
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Let's see your thumb.
Is it on?
Yes!
Oh, wow.
Oh, that dented it a little bit. Ugh.
Dented what?
His fingernail.
Wow.
I don't give a about that.
Yeah, he doesn't care about me.
We need a longer belt.
You think?
Yeah.
Is that thing gonna be drilling the lines?
Yep.
Eric, you need to get some sun on them thighs, my man.
Oh, but look who's talking.
Yeah, I would just go next size out, whatever you can get there.
Erica's doing the wheel studs on this. This thing is just about ready. No Motec or anything because we've been waiting on that thing for fucking 5 months. And me and the customer were sick of waiting, so we just said, F it, we're gonna fire it up and run it on the stock ECU and see how much power it makes, and we're just not gonna spray it. We'll spray it once we get the Motec and do all that stuff, and just gonna run it on boost for now. The goal is 1100 boost only. We'll see if it hits that, but I hope that it will. This guy also has another ZR1 that he bought in the meantime while we were building this one, which he is going to, I believe, drop off when he picks this one up for a, like, basically stock bottom end full build. So heads, cam, ported blower, etc., everything else. So we'll see. We're waiting on an air intake still for this, but we mocked one up so that we can start this thing today. Got like 71 pounds of oil pressure. That's good. You all right? This thing is just straight rowdy. I mean, there's not much of another way to explain it. I mean, obviously you've probably seen this in the background of a lot of videos. It's full build ZR1. Almost like a twin of my ZR1. So LSX block, Frankenstein M311 heads, Kong 2650, like literally just basically everything you can do to a ZR1 and still keep it like a normal ZR1. We were originally going to put a Motec on this and we ordered one, I can't even tell you how many months ago. Apparently there's like a shortage on Motec, so after about the car being just about finished, waiting on the Motec for probably 2 months, we were like, F it. Like, we're just going to put the car together. We're going to run it. We'll just tune it right now, boost only, because we got nitrous and shit in it too, but we're not going to do all that on the factory ECU. So we'll just do boost only, and then whenever we get the Motec, if that ever comes in, then he'll bring it back and we'll hook up all the nitrous and hook everything up into the Motec, and then we'll do the Motec. So right now it's just on 93 and meth. I made, like, really, I'd say one full pull yesterday. We were actually having issues with it going into reduced engine power. I guess where we hooked up the TPS signal for the fuel pump, because we got one of those badass Aeromotive like 10 gallon per minute like variable speed pumps. and they basically just read off TPS. So the more, you know, TPS you do, it ramps up the pump. And I guess it just didn't like the wire that we had it tied into for that, because as soon as you would go past like half throttle, it would kick it into reduced engine power. So we had some issues with that yesterday, but whatever, we figured it out. It's good now. So really kind of just playing with this thing right now in 93. And meth, it made like 985, 982 or something yesterday. Playing with this, and then we're gonna add in some E into this, so I'm pretty excited about that. Our goal is 1100 boost only. My ZR1, very similar setup to this, made 1030 boost only, and I don't remember what it made on pump and meth. Not this high, I can tell you that. So 1100 boost only is the goal. So we'll see where we get with that. I mean, this thing's making 23 pounds of boost, so up a little bit there. I'm really not going to try and push it too hard on pump gas, just because this thing's not really probably going to be on pump gas very much. So I'd like to crack 1,000 on pump gas, but if it doesn't do it on this pull, I don't really care, and I'll just start throwing some E in it, because who gives a shit really what it makes on pump. I'm going to have it fairly conservative on pump. Like, I'll pull out whatever it makes now. I'll probably pull 2.5 to 3 degrees of timing out of it on the tune that's in there, and then just add that timing back in on E, because he's not really going to be beating on it on pump. Pump will just be like, if he can't get E anywhere and he has to get home, then he'll throw some pump gas in it. But I know that light is like destroying the camera. Whatever. I like rolled into it because the tires were still cold. Torque reading's all f***ed up, but whatever. I'm gonna throw some E in this thing and see what we can do. 998 on pump, which honestly, who gives a shit what this thing really makes on pump gas, because that's not what we're after. We'll really see what it starts doing here in a minute, because I'm putting some E in it right now. Thankfully, this dude's got a tire for this thing, because this thing is f***ing mean, bro. It's got an R888 on it now and a set of forge lines, but he's got another set of forge lines, and he's got a another set of Bellics, both beadlocks and shit. So it's pretty bad. He's got another ZR1 that has like a cam and shit in it. I remote tuned it for him, and I think he's gonna send it to us to do like just like a heads cam build on it. Let me see how long I'm full throttle for. So 40.9 to 42.6. So like less than 2 seconds, it goes from 124 to 155 mile an hour. From how much?
Like 120-ish to like 155 mile an hour in like 1.3 seconds. All right, did I do my math wrong? Let's see, 40.9, 1.7 seconds. And that's, I'm loading it heavy too, just because it makes so much torque. It's got good oil pressure though, 110 pounds of oil pressure.
Even warm?
This oil was 148 degrees.
Wow.
Warm enough.
I let this fuel cycle around a little bit. It's at 41 right now. Which is probably where it's going to stay, because it had my 4 gallons in it and we put like another 5 in it. So, all right, first pull on E. On 41%. He makes 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
It made 996 torque, and I honestly think it would make more if I could floor it. I didn't go full throttle until 5,000 RPM. Like, I don't know if you guys can zoom in on this, but this blue line is TPS. So, right, 83% is full throttle on these. So 5,033 RPM and 114 mile an hour, and that's when I went full throttle. So this thing would make probably close to what torque it's making power-wise. Like, it made 1070 power. It would probably make close to that torque if I could pull all the power down prior to 5,000 RPM. But whatever, I'm happy with that because our goal was 1,100, and judging by this, I mean, it's going to make 1,100 on boost. I'm going to do some enhancing, and I'll be right back. $1,087, 1,012 torque. I got full throttle earlier there. 3,900 I was full throttle. It's crazy. You can see the difference on the graph between the two of how much boost came in earlier. I'll go over there and show you. Yeah, so you can see like how the boost is. Here it was up another four pounds of boost. Down low, just because I was able to get in the throttle earlier. And it was another 145 foot-pounds of torque down less low. So this thing is going to be straight up monster. I'm cool with it though. Like I said, our goal is 1,100. We're 12 horsepower away right now, and we're only on 40% E. So yeah, I'm going to let this thing cool down, and then I'll probably make a pull, like a colder pull on this E, and then I'll probably try and get the E up to like maybe 60, little over a half tank. So I'll probably dump 5 more gallons in, get the E up to like 55, 60 maybe. And then we have other E that we're going to use when we just put straight E in this thing. So I'll be back. All right, I let it cool down a little bit, not a ton. Problem is when you let it cool down too much, then the tires get cold and then it spins, etc., etc. So. $1,096, 1,055 torque. That's gonna be it for today. I'll put some more E in this thing tomorrow. Maybe I'll dump 5 gallons of E in it now. That way tomorrow the E's already in there. We get it cycled around and try and get it up to maybe 60%, and then see what we get on that. And then I'm gonna add, I'll drain all that out and I'll put straight E in it. So see you tomorrow. All right, the next morning we're on 52% E. Made 1,097 yesterday on 41%. See what it does here, and then we're gonna drain all this out and put straight E in it. Our original goal was 1,100, so needless to say, I'm pretty sure we're gonna make that this cold. This thing is just straight f***ing rowdy. 11-11.
Nice. Made the goal, made the goal.
That flame was epic.
Was it?
Yeah. It was so long and then it just kept going.
Yeah, that's why I didn't click the gas, because if I hit the gas after, it'll put the flame out, so I always just let it roll.
That was sick.
I think this thing might make 1150 on full E. I don't have that much timing in it, honestly. I got 21 degrees in it. Some motherfuckers with ZR1s run 25, 26, like
What do you got?
21 and a half until about 6,800, and then I kind of, it's down to 20 at 7,300 is where I revved it there.
So are you ready to buy a ZR1 again?
I've been ready to buy one, and my just bank account is unfortunately not ready to buy one. That's a 51.8% E.
How much do you want to put in, like 60?
Full. We're gonna drain all this out and put straight E in it. All right, well, we drained as much as we could out, and then it got it, so it's at 71%, because obviously you can't drain it all out. So let's see what it does with 71%. 1047. All right, we didn't change anything. I'm just doing another pull. I angled the camera so you can see the flames if it gets them. 11:45 that time. All right, we let this thing cool down, threw some ice in it. The oil's actually a little too cold, but we're gonna let it warm up a minute. AITs are now 64 though, as opposed to like 120 before, so. All right, ready? $11.69, $11.70 basically. All right, 1170 is the final number. Just f***ing stoked with that. I mean, the goal was 1100. My ZR1 only made 1030 boost only. So this thing's making 140 more than mine. I mean, obviously I learned some things when I did mine that I was like, hey, if I want to make like a good bit more power, like this is what I think we should do. So this one was a little bit more compression than mine. Mine was a 408 cubic inch. This is a 427. Mine, I think, was like 10.3 to 1 compression. This thing is like, I think 11.3-ish to 1 compression. I think same pulley combo. They made, I think mine actually made another pound to boost more, probably just because it was a smaller motor. But really, this has a little bigger cam too. So another reason why it made a little less boost with more compression. So when I was doing this cam, I was like, I don't give a f about drivability. And even so, like, this thing will still drive perfectly fine. If it was an automatic car, it'd be a different story. But a stick car, like, this thing will drive fine. I just wanted max power. So 1170 power, 1054 torque on that one. It actually made 1064 on the pull before. I think it actually is probably making a little bit more torque than that. I just can't put it down to the ground. Like, I'm not going full throttle until like 4,500 RPM because it'll just spin. I mean, this thing's pretty fucking stout, man. Like, you hear how short the dyno pull is. He's gonna be definitely happy with this. I mean, it exceeded our goal. I wasn't even sure if it was gonna hit 1100, just simply because of what mine made. Mine only made 1030, so we need to make 70 more than that on boost only. I don't know. I mean, this thing is just insane. I mean, I don't know if that's the highest boost only, like, ZR1 setup, you know, especially on a dyno jet. Like, I know people have hub dynos and shit, like, whatever. It's too hard to compare on like Mustang dynos and hub dynos and like that. Put it on a dyno jet. That way, you know, roundabout that they're all pretty much the same. I mean, this thing's just stout, man. I'm happy with that, no doubt. This guy will definitely have some draggy videos and some race videos, and so we'll try and get them incorporated in the videos once he gets this thing back and put some miles on it. Later, guys.